And whenever I forget it, I do it, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. It's amazing. You know, a lot of times people come to me and they've got these awful issues going on in their life that are just, they're horrible. And they don't think that they can change at all. They've got some relationship issues going on, or they've got something. And I feel, you know, they come to me and they're looking for this great word of wisdom. And it seems like every time it's like, well, are you spending time with God? Are you praying about this issue? Are you carrying it to Him in prayer? Are you seeking His counsel on it? Well, no? Well, then that's what you need to do. A lot of times that is the very root of the issue. A lot of times we want all the flowery stuff on the surface. We want the, you know, to hear all the, oh, wow, why is a new word? Okay, that's great. But a lot of times it's so much more basic than that. Be with the Lord. Spend time with Him. It will change it. One last thing on perspective. Christmas Day, 1968. Something really kind of neat happened. There were three gentlemen. Frank Borman, Jim Lovell, Bill Anders, astronauts, Apollo 8. First men to ever escape the Earth's atmosphere and orbit around the moon. And it happened on Christmas Day. There was a live television broadcast. And more people watched this than anybody else to see pictures of the Earth from the moon. It's the first time it ever happened. We're always looking at the moon from the Earth. That's our perspective. But this time it was different. It was so different to see the moon big and the Earth, this little ball. And those pictures are famous even today. You can look them up on the internet and you can see the Earth rise over the moon. It's really awe-inspiring. Those three guys they're military guys. They're naval, airmen, seamen. Had the right stuff. I'm sure they were pretty tough, pretty guys. And the only thing that they could think of to say when they did this live television broadcast is to read from the book of Genesis and read the creation story. God created the earth, the heavens and the earth, and He said it was good. And that's what they said. I think the reason why they did that is because they had perspective. There's nothing that we can say that can top this, but to go back to the original and the one who put it in motion. That's some perspective right there. Okay, let's go back to the first scripture I read to you. 1 Timothy 4:8. For physical training is of some value. I want to read the next part. But godliness. That's what I'm talking about. If you could just put in that word from godliness, you could just put in being with the Lord. Following Him. Our goal at this church is to make people completely devoted followers of Christ. Godliness has value for what? All things. Holding both promise for both the present life and then the life to come. Don't do an almost life. Don't waste your life that way. There's a lot of wonderful people out there that are living an almost life and it looks great. But man, they are missing the boat. It could be this right here. Don't let that person be you. Philippians 4:13, many of you know the scripture, probably have it memorized. Even. I can do what? All things through Him who gives me strength. The only way you're going to do that is you're with Him. Would you guys bow your heads? Bow your hearts? I'm going to have Brad come on up here.